Hi there, I'm Sheila and I am a clairvoyant medium and a channeler, and I channel the star beings and the light collectives. It is wonderful to be with you. Please excuse how rough I look. I have got long haul COVID, or long ass COVID as I call it. And Happy New Year to you, wherever you are in the world. I hope that you and your loved ones are safe and you are well. And what I'm doing at the moment is I'm bringing out some videos to bring you information which I'm not sure you're going to get anywhere else. So this video is called Telling Your Own Future from the Heavenly Realms. How to do that. Now, perhaps you have already played with tarot, or you have tried developing your abilities. Perhaps you haven't, and perhaps you've had some prophetic dreams. Perhaps you've had feelings about what's going to happen, and then those things have happened, perhaps not to you, perhaps to someone that you know. And you are interested in finding out what your future is going to be. First of all, you're the best person to do this. There is no clairvoyant outside of yourself that can tell you what your future will be better than you can. And that is because a clairvoyant either tells you what you already know, or they tell you what you want to believe, or they tell you what you are scared of. Okay, a prediction is either right or wrong. It either has happened, so it's in your energy field and we can pick it up, or it's about to happen. And if it's about to happen, it will either happen or it won't. You will either want it to happen or you won't. If you're scared of that prediction happening, the amount of your fear versus the amount of your faith will probably mean that it will happen. If you are wanting it to happen and you are scared it won't, again, the amount of your fear can prevent it from happening. On the other side of things, let's use the example that you want to get pregnant and somebody predicts that you're going to be pregnant. If you want to be pregnant and you're really positive about it, you will make that prediction come true. If you want to be pregnant but you're very, very scared that you won't be, the amount of your fear balanced with the amount of your faith is the only denominator as to whether or not that prediction will come true. Okay, so the power is always with you, and all a psychic does is tell you what you believe right now. Okay, the reason I say this is I've seen a lot of people that have had their cards read and have been told things that either they don't believe, or they've told things that scare them and upset them. And if they're told things that scare them and upset them, very often it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. And I've also seen people that have had readings done and the psychic was very accurate up to a point and then predicted things that never happened. And very often that is simply because we don't believe it, and so we wait for it to happen. We don't make it happen. Okay, so again, all a psychic can do is tell you what you know, what you believe, what you fear, or what you've got faith in right now, because it is in your energy. Okay, so the power is with you. Okay, so if you want to tell your future, the first thing you need to do is you need to clear your mind. Sometimes the best way to clear your mind is to use a tool. Now, I personally don't use any tools because I hear, and that is the easiest way for me. But something like tarot or something like a crystal ball has no power other than the fact that it focuses the chattering mind. And what something like tarot does is it uses primal archetypes to stimulate your subconscious. And that is what allows the feelings and the visions to come in. Now, when you're telling your own future, you also need to be aware that there is more than one. There are at least 4 at any one moment. Okay, there are 4 timelines at any one moment. When you're telling your future, the other thing that we want to say to you is that it can always be changed. Okay, it is always subjective, and it doesn't matter whether it is a psychic outside of yourself doing this or whether this is you doing it for yourself. It can change within 5 minutes. Just as they say that ladies have got a prerogative to change their mind, you've got the prerogative to change your future at any moment. And you really want to be aware that the state of mind that you're in when you look at your future is going to denote what you see. I remember having a reading with a very well-meaning friend who was a very, very talented spiritualist medium that was in a very unhappy emotional situation. And her ability to read for me was marred by where she was herself. You cannot read above where you are right now for yourself or anyone else. So if I'm having a really off day and I'm really upset or I'm really frustrated, that's all I can see for my clients, okay? Because how you are is where you are, vibrationally, emotionally, psychically, and unless you're very, very good at separating your abilities from your feelings, that's the same for everyone, no matter how talented they are. So please bear that in mind. If ever you get a prediction which upsets you, very often it is more to do with where the person reading for you is than anything to do with you. My guide Orion, who is very blunt, says things will come true if you believe they will and you make them. Whether by default, whether that is through fear, or whether that is, I really want that, I'm going for it because I believe it. You will make things come true if you believe it, okay? Positively or negatively. So make sure that you're in a good place or a reasonable place before you try to tell your future. We also want to caution you to know that there are at least 3 levels of your future available right now. So there is the mind level. The mind level is, am I going to get that job? Am I going to meet that person? Am I going to get that money? Am I going to get sick? Am I going to be healthy? Am I? It's the mind, it's the personality, okay? That is the only place we would say, if you read at that level, you need to be in a very stable place. Because if you're not, you may see something that scares you, and then through that fear, it manifests and it never had to, okay? The next level is the soul level. So the soul level is where what you really expect is going to manifest. And the soul level is to do with your emotional self. It's to do with your relationships, your friendships, your family, your soul path. It is to do with what's probable and what is hoped for. Then you've got the spirit level. The spirit level is the highest level that we can connect with of ourselves, hence the word spirit guides. That is what we really want for ourselves, what our spirit guides really, ideally want us to have. When you're looking at your life path from the spirit level, you need to remember that this is coming from the real wider you, that is not all about the outcome and the result. It's about the experience. So what you really want for yourself, you might want to have a healing centre and to win the lottery so you can provide that healing centre. Your spirit, you at the spirit level, and your spirit guides may be, but the amount that she's going to have to go through to win that money is going to be more traumatic for her than her developing her healing abilities and offering those at a more local level to begin with. We don't want her marriage to break up so that she learns to love herself, so that her healing abilities are stronger, because she'd need that vibration for the money to come in. Okay, so our advice when it comes to telling your own future is to go into deep meditation. Call forward a guide you already trust. So if you don't know who your guide is, go with an archangel. We're going to suggest Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Gabriel, or Archangel Uriel. Okay? Work with an archangel that you trust. Call them in to be with you. Meditate until you feel that their energy is with you. If they have a colour, so Michael is purple, Uriel is this colour, Gabriel is yellow, white or gold, Raphael is green. Breathe their colour into your aura and feel the archangel with you. And then in a very, very silent state of meditation, you want to be in observer mode, okay? So, I meditate like this. And the way I meditate is I breathe in for a count of 3, out for a count of 4. I call in, for me it is Orion and Rose. When I know they're there and they're saying we're always here, I will ask them to show me whatever it is I wish to see. Okay, thank you. Orion says you will be shown. So you get yourself into a deep state of meditation. You surround yourself with the energy of a guide that you trust, okay? And an archangel has to be with you. If you ask Archangel Raziel to be with you, whether you feel them or not, they have to be with you. It is spiritual law. Get yourself into observer mode. So within this meditation, you're neutral, you're observing what you feel and sense. And then you may say, show me my future in regards to my career. Okay? Don't ignore what you feel and what you sense. You may want to be told, but you may not be somebody that hears. So you wanting to hear may mean that you miss the guidance. So let's say that you're working with Archangel Michael, you ask to be shown the future of your relationship, and you're not somebody that normally hears, and you just get a feeling that there's going to be some ups and downs, but that you're going to be okay long term. Maybe you don't know what those ups and downs are, so you could say, what are those ups and downs? You may get a feeling that it involves family, or you may get a feeling that it involves health. Your feelings is how you're being shown your future as it stands. If you are shown anything that you do not like, if you are shown anything that you are scared of, you are probably at the mind level or the soul level, which is what you fear, what you hope for, what you fear, what you expect based on how things are. And very often our expectations are way too low, certainly for healers. So what you do is you say, Michael, show me the highest timeline. Show me what is possible for me in regards to my relationship, in regards to my career, okay? Listen to what you feel and what you know. So you may see you and your spouse getting some marriage guidance counselling, and then you may sense that you go on holiday together. Take that advice. You may sense that there's no movement within your career now, or there's no job to go for now, but around the middle of summer, you may not know exactly when, there is going to be something, and you can sense that things will get easier. So ask to be shown the highest timeline for you. And then you can also say, what do I need to know for that to happen? Show me my highest timeline possible, and what do I need to know for that to happen? Now, you can add in oracle cards for this, but we would do this to tell your own future, whether you're using tarot or oracle cards or nothing. And we would also say, don't use anything which is going to make you fearful at all. So if pulling the death card in the tarot always makes you go a bit like that, don't use tarot. It's one of the reasons I don't use tarot, because I always pull the death card, okay, or the tower or whatever it is. So only use the oracle cards that you like, or better still, don't use anything at all except you and the guide you trust. If you would like to learn how to tell your own future and to read timelines for others, you may like to consider coming to do my Lightworkers Activation course, which starts in February, and you get an activation every single week. We're going to be teaching trance channeling, light weaving, alchemy, etheric crystals, channeling light beings and star collectives, and it is going to be amazing. Have a look at that. It's over on my website, www.sheilamaria.com. Work with me. Lots of love from me and him and her and him, and lots of love to you. We love you. Bye-bye for now.